Are you having a hard time leveling your Tanjiro?
This is just as slow as it used to be. I don't actually think it's working. I'm not even kidding.
Does the EXP feel extremely slow?
Do you not see how slow this is? Are you fucking blind?
Are you about to crash out having to spend 1 more second on this character?
Where are my pots? Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Bro, like the fuck?
If you answered yes to one or all of these questions, you came to the perfect video. In today's video, we're going to show you guys exactly how to progress your Tanjiro character all the way from 0 to level 260. There are some special texts in this video that are going to make your journey from 0 to 260 tremendously easier. Some people might have access to these resources, others may not. If you don't, all good. But regardless, let's just get right into the video. Now, if you guys are completely unaware of what I'm even talking about, essentially there is an event going on right now where you can play as the character Tanjiro, and you are going to be able to train this all the way to level 260. You get a ton of rewards, and also this character, once hitting level 260, is going to turn into a hero character, which you can also job change into a paladin or a dark knight, whichever one you decide you want to play. Now, to start leveling your Tanjiro, all you have to do is click on the star tab and click on the Demon Slayer first encounter with the Demon Slayer corpse. Click participate, and you're going to go through a cutscene, and it is going to leave you with a level 10 Tanjiro. You're also going to have a progression journal that is going to give you rewards based on the levels you reach. Level 60, you get special medal of honors using a rune, reaching level 100, so on and so forth. There are a ton of good rewards. You get Apso weapons, you get level 7 symbols, you get a ton of great stuff that is going to help your progression on this character significantly. Now, once you start this progress journal, you're also going to get a basic training package. Now, this basic training package is absolutely amazing. It is going to contain a bunch of resources that once again is going to help your progression a ton. You're going to get a hyper teleport rock, 3 times coupons that are transferable within your account. So if you don't want to use them on this Tanjiro, you can actually use them on your main. You get a Mitra's 3 times EXP coupon box, which is not transferable, so you're going to want to use that on your Tanjiro. You're also going to get a prepared pendant of spirit. Make sure you put that on immediately. That's free, 30% EXP. Now, level 10 to 101 doesn't matter too much. You don't have to follow exactly where we train. I recommend training wherever you can one-shot. We actually do have a training guide that I will link down in the description, so you can try out a bunch of those maps. But make sure before you start training, you have your link skills on and you have your legion on as well. Make sure it is on normal monster damage, and make sure you have all the proper training links on. What I recommend is going to Stray Dog Alley 1 all the way to level 25. At level 25, I recommend going to Deep Mire. Now again, this part doesn't really matter. Go to whatever map you guys think is good. This character is extremely strong and can train at a lot of the lower level areas, and it's going to be fine regardless. Especially if you have the 3x on, you have the runes on, you have the prepare pendant spirit. The EXP from level 0 to 101 should fly by. Now at level 40, we went to Skelly Dogs. This map is extremely compact, has really good mob spawn, and also when you are training Tanjiro, make sure you have the passive skill on called Beast Breathing Fifth Thing. This toggle is essentially like marks. It's gonna go around and hit other mobs while you're training. It actually is pretty good and works like Ho Young clones. Regardless, make sure you have this skill toggled on. It is going to passively kill mobs. Now at level 50, we went to Stairway to the Sky 1. Keep in mind, you want to be within 20 levels of whatever mob you are killing. Make sure you're able to one-shot these mobs. If you're not able to one-shot them, just go to the previous map we were at. Regardless, 20 mobs you want to be within, because if you are higher than 20 mobs, you are going to lose EXP. Now, level 60, we went to White Fangs. Kind of realized that map was not the best, so decided to go to Sandrats. Sandrats is always a great map to go to. After Sandrats, we went to Magadia and went to the lab area C2. This map again, vertical, super condensed, easy to mob. You can literally just hold the left or right arrow and just hold down your attack button, and it will just go across the map for you. Again, these levels are super straightforward. Like, they're gonna go super quick, so wherever you decide to train, just make sure you are one-shotting. You don't have to follow this guide exactly down to a T. These are just some map recommendations if you're able to one-shot. If you're not, just go to the maps that we were at earlier. At level 80, went to Dark Rashes. This map is very, very good. Super high EXP, super condensed spawn, easy to rotate. You kind of just go in a circle, especially with Tanjiro's movement. Now we stayed here till 90, and then at 90 we went to Toy Factory Process 1 Zone 3. Do not go to Apparatus Room. Go to this map. Apparatus Room is horrible. It is low burning. It has no burning. This Robo Room for the most part usually has 100% burning, which is why it is so good, and it's super condensed as well. Now this should take you all the way to level 101. Now why do you want to be level 101? There is a reason for that, and that reason is you can get into Strawberry Farm, and I highly recommend take advantage of Strawberry Farm. Now, how do you access Strawberry Farm if you don't have the tickets? This is the point where you pray that you still have Tiernog coins. Now, to access the Tiernog shop, all you do is open up your star tab, click go to Tiernog Interior. Once you're at Tiernog Interior, go to the bottom left of the map, click on Dimensional Spring Exchange, go to Growth, and now at the bottom, you're going to see Spiegelman's Golden Strawberry Farm one-time entry pass. Buy all 5 of them if you can and use them immediately. This Strawberry Farm is going to take you all the way from 101 to level 170 in just one use. And what you're going to want to do is just keep spamming the Golden Strawberry Farm until you have no more left. Now, if you do not have the Golden Tomato tickets, you are in luck, because on the 6th entry of your progress journal, you are actually going to have access to 20 extreme growth potions. You do need to be level 130 to use these potions, and if for some odd reason you don't have access to these potions or they don't get you to level 200, I'm gonna leave a 0 to level 200 training guide on the screen right now for you guys to follow. Also, there will be a guide linked in the description. If you are okay with waiting a couple weeks and you are okay with spending money, there is a way to get golden strawberry passes, and that is in the Rock Spirits golden giveaway. You can get the Legion pass, which does have 10. This is only if you're okay with spending money. Now, after I use all of my golden tomato tickets, I was left at level 216. At this point, I personally had 7,400 EXP vouchers that I claimed from the Tiernog, and I also was able to use the growth potion selector coupons that you get from the progress journal after reaching unique ability. Now, how do you reach unique ability? Because I saw a lot of people asking this. All you got to do, go to your stat window, character info, go here under ability, pop that out, reset it, and just reset the ability until you get to unique. It's like cubing. You're going to level it up and it's going to go to unique. Once you get to unique, you're going to unlock those growth pots. I recommend if you are at level 200, get the 8 200 to 209. If you are above 209, of course, get the 200 to 219, so on and so forth, but you're probably going to be at the first or second option. I was at 217 when I got these, so I got the 200 to 219. This took me all the way to 220. Once I was here, I was able to use the EXP vouchers that I talked about claiming earlier, and this was able to get me all the way to 225. Now, of course, a lot of people are not going to have the resources that I had in this video, so we're going to go through a few training spots that you can use to train all the way to level 260. Disclaimer, before we start this 200 to 260 training guide, I highly recommend you guys don't even manually train, and you really just take advantage of the EXP that you get from dailies and doing your Monster Park runs. Doing Monster Park and dailies is going to take you all the way from 200 to 260 in no time. It is going to save you so much time, and it is so much more efficient. But I know there are a lot of people who do want to train this to 260. You guys like the class and you want to continue playing it, so that is what this training guide is for. At level 200 to 210, I would go to Below the Cave in Vanishing Journey. This is a super good map for Tanjiro. It is horizontal, compact, and easy to train. At 205 to 210, Reverse City Hidden Research Train. This is the last map in Reverse City. Super condensed vertical, very good for Tanjiro. At 210 to 220, I would go to Mush Bud Forest 3 or any of the Yum Yum Island maps you are able to one-shot at. A lot of these maps are going to have 100% burning and you're going to fly through these levels anyway. 220 to 225, I would go to Red Dancing Shoes. This map is super compact, super easy to train at. 225, you have a couple options. I would go to Earth Spirits if you're able to one-shot. A lot of these maps are going to be super packed, especially with the hyper burnings going on and the Tanjiro going on at the same time. Now 230, we're getting into Morass. 230 to 240, I would go to Shadow Dance Hall 2. This is one of the better maps in the game, and honestly I would just stay here all the way till level 240. Now at level 240 to 250, I highly recommend going to Celis Final Edge of Light 5. This map has super high burning, it's very easy to train at, and overall the EXP is phenomenal. You're gonna want to train here all the way until Moonbridge. Now if you want to, you can stay in Celis till 250, but if you want to move to Moonbridge, you can go to Last Horizon 6 until 250, and then of course once you're at level 250, it is time to go to Limina and finish off this character to level 260. If you're not able to go to Limina due to Sack Force, just stay in Moonbridge until 260 as well, or go to Labyrinth of Suffering. But if you want to go to Limina, End of the World 27 is one of the better maps. It's super compact, it's a horizontal map, and these mobs are going to drop familiars, which you can then transfer and put on your main. But that is going to be it for the 260 training guide. Once again, like I said earlier, I do not recommend actually training this thing. I would just stop at level 200, 205, 210, and then from there do dailies and a monster park all the way to level 260 and finish it that way. It is so much more time efficient to do that. But regardless, that is going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys are enjoying Tanjiro, let me know down in the comment sections. I'd love to hear if you guys are enjoying this Tanjiro event, or if you aren't enjoying this Tanjiro event, let me know down in the comment sections. With that being said, see you guys in the next one. Peace.